Hare Krishna. So on behalf of ISKCON Delhi, we would like to welcome His Holiness Atmanivedana Swami Ji Maharaj. Hari Bol.
श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिंह देव भगवान की जय, प्रहलाद महाराज की। श्री नरसिम्हा जय नरसिम्हा, जय जय नरसिम्हा। प्रहलादेशा जया पद्मा, मुखा पद्मा भृंगा। श्री नरसिम्हा जय नरसिम्हा, जय जय नरसिम्हा। प्रहलादेशा जया पद्मा, मुखा पद्मा भृंगा। श्री नरसिम्हा जय नरसिम्हा, जय जय नरसिम्हा। प्रहलादेशा जया पद्मा, मुखा पद्मा भृंगा। तव कर कमल वरे नखाम, अद्भुत श्रृंगार। दलिता हिरण्यकश्यपु तनु भृंगा। केशव घृता नरहरि रूपा, जय जगदीश हरे, जय जगदीश हरे, जय जगदीश हरे। तव कर कमल वरे नखाम, अद्भुत श्रृंगार। दलिता हिरण्यकश्यपु तनु भृंगा। केशव घृता नरहरि रूपा, जय जगदीश हरे, जय जगदीश हरे, जय जगदीश हरे। जय केशव घृता नरहरि रूपा, जय जगदीश हरे, जय जगदीश हरे, जय जगदीश हरे। जय जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय जय नर हरि जय नर हरि नर हरि जय नर हरि जय जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय 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 प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद निताई गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताई गौरा हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण
Hare Krishna. On behalf of ISKCON Delhi, we would like to welcome His Grace Shankardhari Prabhuji. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Partha Sarti Gaura Nitai, Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman ki Jaya. Jaya Ram. Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya. Jaya Narahari, Jaya Narahari, Narahari, Jaya Narahari. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya. Shri Lakshmi Narasimha
जय राधा पार्थ सारथी राधा पार्थ सारथी राधे। जयो ललिता विशाखा जय ललिता विशाखा ललिता विशाखा जय ललिता विशाखा। जयो सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान। जयो गौरनिताय 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 जय गौरनिताय। जयो लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह। जयो प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज। जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय प्रभुपाद। जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय प्रभुपाद। नमो ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma. Vando moe savadhana mate. Vando moe savadhana mate. Yahara prasade bhai e bhavatariyai. Yahara prasade bhai e bhavatariyai. Krishna prapti hoye yahan hoite. Krishna prapti hoye yahan hoite. Guru mukha padma vakya chitete koriya ekya. Guru mukha padma vakya chitete koriya ekya. Arana kori ho mane asha. Arana kori ho mane asha. Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Uttama Gati. Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Uttama Gati. ये प्रसादे पूरे सर्व आशा ये प्रसादे पूरे सर्व आशा चक्षुदान दिलो ये जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशिता दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशिता प्रेमा भक्ति यहाँ होते अविद्या विनाशयाते प्रेमा भक्ति यहाँ होते अविद्या विनाशयाते वेदे गाय यहाँ रचरिता वेदे गाय यहाँ रचरिता श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधमचनर बंधु श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधमचनर बंधु लोकनाथ लोकेर जीवाना लोकनाथ लोकेर जीवाना हाँ हाँ प्रभु करो दया देहो मोरे पदाय छाया हाँ हाँ प्रभु करो दया देहो मोरे पाद छाया एवेयास गुरुदेववाना एवेयास गुरुदेववाना जय प्रभुपादा 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 जय प्रभुपादा जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय प्रभुपाद नमो ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Chaitanya Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Karo More Tuma Vina Ke Dayalu Jagata Sansare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Karo More Toma Bina Ke Dayalu Jagata Sansare. Patita Pavana Hetu Tava Vatara Mosama Patita Prabhu Napai Beara. पतिता पावना हेतु तव अवतारा मोसम पतिता प्रभु न पाइबे आरा प्रभु नित्यानंद प्रेमानंद सुखी कृपावलोकन करो आमी बड़ो दुखी प्रभु नित्यानंद प्रेमानंद सुखी कृपावलोकन करो आमी बड़ो दुखी दया करो सीतापति अद्वैत गोसाई तव कृपा बोले पाय चैतन्य निकाय दया करो सीतापति अद्वैत गोसाई तव कृपा बले पाय चैतन्य निताय स्वरूप सनातना रूप रघुनाथ भट्ट युग श्री जीव प्रभु लोकनाथ दया करो श्री आचार्य प्रभु श्रीनिवास रामचंद्र संग मांगे नरोत्तम दास दया करो श्री आचार्य प्रभु श्रीनिवास चंद्र संग मांगे नरोत्तम दास जय गौरानिताय 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 जय गौरानिताय जय राधा पार्थ साथी राधा पार्थ साथी राधे जय सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान, सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान। जय लक्ष्मी नरसिम्हा जय प्रहलाद नारायण, लक्ष्मी नरसिम्हा जय प्रहलाद नारायण। जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद, जय प्रभुपाद। जय 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 प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद, जय प्रभुपाद।
की जय। जय ओम नित्य लीला प्रविष्ट ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्यकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर सरस्वती श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। श्री रूप श्री सनातन भद्र रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दस्स रघुनाथ सद गोस्वामी प्रभु की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण को गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड रकुन गिरि गोदान कीजिए। ब्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम कीजिए। नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम कीजिए। जगन्नाथपुरी धाम कीजिए। अयोध्यापुरी धाम कीजिए। गंगमय जमुनमाय कीजिए। स्मृति तुलसी देवी भक्ति देवी कीजिए। श्यामवेत भक्त वृंद कीजिए। हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ कीजिए। जय श्री श्री राधा पार्थ सारथी ललित विशाखा कीजिए। श्री श्री सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान जी कीजिए। श्री श्री गौर निताय कीजिए। जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to some devotees, all glories to some devotees, all glories to some devotees, all glories to Guru Sri Gauranga.
हरि बोल। चलो वहां लगा दो। गुरु बंदा हमारे साथ बोले, हमारे गुरुदेव के चरण कमल ही एकमात्र साधन है जिनके द्वारा हम शुद्ध भक्ति प्राप्त कर सकते हैं। मैं उनके चरण कमलों में अत्यंत भक्ति और श्रद्धा पूर्वक नतमस्तक होता हूँ। उनकी कृपा से जीव भौतिक क्लेशों के महासागर को पार कर सकता है, कृष्ण की कृपा प्राप्त कर सकता है। मेरी एकमात्र इच्छा है उनके मुख कमल से निकले हुए शब्दों द्वारा अपनी चेतना को शुद्ध करूं। उनके चरण कमलों में अनुराग ऐसी सिद्धि है समस्त मनोरथों को पूर्ण करती है। मेरी बंद आंखों को खोलते हैं तब मेरे हृदय में दिव्य ज्ञान भरते हैं। जन्म जन्मांतरों में वे मेरे प्रभु हैं। प्रेमा भक्ति प्रदान करते हैं, अविद्या का नाश करते हैं, वैदिक शास्त्र उनके चरित्र का गान करते हैं। हे गुरुदेव, हे प्रभुपाद, करुणा सिंधु, पतितात्माओं के मित्र, आप सबके गुरु सभी लोगों के जीवन हैं। हे गुरुदेव, हे प्रभुपाद, मुझ पर दया कीजिए, मुझे अपने श्री चरणों की छाया प्रदान कीजिए। आपका यश तीनों लोकों में फैला हुआ है। जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद के।
जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva. Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Jayom Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivakacharya Ashtodhar Saraswati Srimad A.C. Bhakti Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jayom Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivakacharya Ashtodhar Saraswati Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Brinda ki jai. Namacharya Sri Laridas Thakur ki jai. Sri Rupa Shishanatan Bhatta Raghunath Sri Jiva Gopal Bhatta Dasa Raghunath Sat Goswami Prabhu ki jai. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद कीजिए श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण को गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोदान कीजिए ब्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम कीजिए नवदीप मायापुर धाम कीजिए जगन्नाथपुरी धाम कीजिए अयोध्यापुरी धाम कीजिए गंगामय जमुनामय कीजिए श्रीमती तुलसी देवी भक्ति देवी कीजिए सामवेद भक्त वृंद कीजिए ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण कीजिए निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे ऑल ग्लोरियस assembly devotees. All glorious assembly devotees, all glorious assembly devotees, all glorious Guru Sri Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So this morning we are reading from Bhagavatam, 9th canto, chapter 10, entitled The Pastimes of Lord Ramachandra. When I was asked to speak about Ram Katha, we don't have so much bona fide source of Lord Ramachandra's pastimes, except that there are many versions of Valmiki Ramayana. Some are speaking about Lord Ramachandra based on Ramcharitamanas by Tulsidas. But really, because Ramachandra's pastimes took place way back in Treta Yuga, and after Treta Yuga, the whole Dwapara Yuga went past. And at the end of Dwapara Yuga, by the mercy of Vyasadeva, he compiled all the different Puranas. Amongst them was Srimad Bhagavad Mahapurana. And because we had the good fortune of Parikshit Maharaj, who inquired from Sukadeva Goswami about the transcendental subject matter of Bhagavad Katha. So Sukadeva Goswami, he spoke, or rather he answered questions and inquiries from Parikshit Maharaj. So personally, this is my take on it, that whatever we have in the Srimad Bhagavatam in terms of pastimes of Lord Ramachandra, that is all we need to know. Otherwise, sometimes we get into kind of sentimental, mental speculations. And whatever is given in the Bhagavatam is directly spoken by Sukadeva Goswami, and it is reconfirmed by, I would say, the modern 21st century Sukadev. His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Prabhupada. So Prabhupada, he translated this for us mere mortals who cannot understand the secrets of Sanskrit language. And sometimes even if you are a Sanskrit scholar, you cannot understand what is in the secret verses of Bhagavatam, because unless and until your heart is anointed with devotion, because only through devotion can you understand the Supreme Lord. This is confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita by Krishna himself. Bhakti mam abhijananti. By bhakti only you can know me. So we have to take it from the bona fide source if we really want to penetrate this knowledge into the core of our heart. So I chose this particular verse, text 4 from Lord Ramachandra's pastimes, which embodies the actual essence of Lord Ramachandra's appearance in this world. So we have access to Krishna's pastimes from the very beginning, from his advent, when he appeared into the palace of Kṛṣṇa. Of course, we are all saying that, I think this is speculation, that Krishna was born in a jail. He wasn't born in a jail, as far as I understand. My realization is that Kṛṣṇa had a tremendous love for his sister, beyond any comprehensive doubt. And very happily, he was sending off his sister when she was married to Vasudeva. But somehow, Krishna had other plans. So through the transcendental voice from the sky, said, "Wake up, Kṛṣṇa. The woman you are taking and sending her, farewell from your house to her in-laws will be the carrier of your death." At that point, Kṛṣṇa was disturbed. This is my loving sister who is going to give birth to a child who will be the cause of my death. So, of course, he was put in what I call is house arrest. And within that house arrest, Krishna appeared. So we have all these different pastimes mentioned in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. But as far as I have read this chapter 10 of 9th canto, the pastimes of Lord Ramachandra, there is very little discussion about Lord Ramachandra's youth, except for few glimpses. But we all know that Krishna is addressed by Srila Prabhupada as Purna Purushottam, Sri Krishna. Means the absolute personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. But then Ramachandra is addressed as Maryada Purushottam Ramachandra. He is still Purushottam. He is still the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But he is Maryada. Maryada means he comes with certain restrictions. So he doesn't display superhuman pastimes. As we see from Krishna's pastimes, that Krishna, he performs some, unimaginable pastimes. Young baby is tied under the little, cart to give shade from the sun. That's Saptasura. Now I can imagine how Nasura can take a form like that. If we speak to the modern world, this is all figment of imagination. This is like fairy tale. But they do not understand the transcendental pastimes of the Supreme Lord. Anyway, so the point I'm trying to make is that Krishna had so many unbelievable pastimes, displaying his supreme qualities. Whereas Ramachandra, he did not display so many of these qualities. And that is why he is called Maryada Purushottam. And also at the same time, my personal understanding is that Lord Ramachandra came to this world to teach us how to become a perfect human being. Although we are so proud, yes, I'm a human being. But I think we are little short of being a human being. Because most of our activities are based on eating, sleeping, mating, defending. And Prabhupada said this is animal propensities. So at best, we are just in the borderline of animal and, and maybe transcending to a human platform. If you follow the directions of the acharyas, the scriptural teachings, then maybe we can become human beings. And when we become human beings, then what is our purpose? Well, that is secondary. What is where we are saying in the Brahma Sutra, the first aphorism? Athato Brahma Jignasha. Make inquiries about the Supreme Lord. So unless until you make inquiries about the Supreme Lord, then there is no question of you being a human being. Because Vyasadeva, in his transcendental literatures, is writing, therefore, Athato Brahma Jignasa. Therefore, you inquire into the supreme nature of the Lord. Now, when you start a sentence in English language, therefore, that means you are already assuming that you know some basic understanding. Therefore, you go further. So I suppose Sanskrit is the same thing. Although, as I said, I'm not a Sanskrit scholar, but by mercy of Prabhupada, we have that understanding in translation. Prabhupada translates. Therefore, you inquire. So the human being is supposed to inquire. That is the first and foremost. And when you start inquiring, then you begin to get the depth of the knowledge of what is the duty of a human being. And here, Lord Ramachandra is showing his qualities. So I quickly read the translation of the verse number 4 in the 10th chapter. Translation by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. Because there's no purport, so I have to assume that the translation itself is sufficient to explain what Sukadeva Goswami is saying about Lord Ramachandra. So he's saying, to keep the promise of his father intact, Lord Ramachandra immediately gave up the position of the king and, accompanied by his wife, Mother Sita, wandered from one forest to another on his lotus feet, which were so delicate that they were unable to bear even the touch of Sita's palms. The Lord was also accompanied by Hanumanji, king of the monkeys, or by another monkey, Sugriva, and by his own younger brother, Lord Lakshmana, both of whom gave him relief from the fatigue of wandering in the forest. Having cut off the nose and ears of Suparnka, thus disfiguring her, the Lord was separated from Mother Sita, and he therefore became angry, moving his eyebrows and thus frightening the ocean, who then allowed the Lord to construct a bridge across the ocean. Subsequently, the Lord entered the kingdom of Ravana to kill him, like fire devouring the forest. May that Supreme Lord Ramachandra give us all protection. Om Jnana Trimanandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshusumritam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Vanchakalpa Trubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Vyasya Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha. Jai Sri Kṛṣṇa Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, leading up to Ram Nami, which is 6th of April, we should begin to meditate on the purpose of Lord Ramachandra, to understand the mercy of Lord Ramachandra. So in this verse is very clearly saying, to keep the promise of his father intact. Now, Lord Ramachandra is also addressed as Raghunandan, darling of Raghu. And who is Raghu? Raghu is his forefather. And that's why that dynasty is known as Raghuvans. So, King Raghu was an absolute king in his perfection. Now we understand from Srila Prabhupada's teachings that the king is the representative of the Supreme Lord. He's not ordinary. He is actually ruling the kingdom under his care on behalf of the Supreme Lord. And therefore the king has to be absolutely perfect. You cannot have an imperfect king. Unfortunately, this is what's happening now in the modern world, that we have so-called temporary kings. They come in for a 4 or 5 year term and they cause havoc, and then the next one comes and says, I do even better, but it never improves. Anyway, we are not here to talk politics. So King Raghu was such a person that he would maintain his words. Whatever he says, he has to implement it. He cannot go back on us. So similarly, Ramachandra, coming in that very illustrious dynasty, he was thinking, if I disobey my father and not go to the forest, I'll bring disrepute to my father. And of course, King Dasaratha also was very, very just king. On the other hand, Dasaratha, he had so much love for Lord Ramachandra that he did not want Ramachandra to go into the forest and abandon the kingdom. Dasaratha, when he was asked by Kaikeyi that you have to ask Ramachandra to relinquish his right to the throne and put my son Bharat as the rightful heir to the throne. Dasaratha, with very heavy heart, said, okay, I can consider that. So he was not happy, but he said, okay, I will, since I made a promise to you, I have to also honor the promise in our Raghu dynasty. Otherwise, I will be considered a blemish in this very illustrious dynasty. So he was willing to compromise on that. And then the second statement came from Kaikeyi saying, not only should he relinquish his right to the throne, but he should be banished to the forest. And that was not acceptable. So Ramachandra, when he heard this, in order to relieve his father from anxiety, asking him to leave the palace, he himself decided, I will leave the palace. Because from Dasaratha to tell his son, you leave the kingdom, would be impossible. So in order to save his father from all his anxieties and pain, he said, I will leave myself. So he prepared to leave. Now, he did not consider that I have been brought up with all the luxuries and fineries of life in the palace, living with all these, modern facilities at my disposal, so many servants serving me, so many guards there. I don't even have to lift anything. Everything is done for me. In the forest, there won't be anybody, because one of the conditions Kaikeyi put was that he cannot take anything from the palace with him, just himself. So, of course, Ramachandra decided, okay, fine, I will go. He was prepared to perform tapasya. Now, if we were put in that situation, how many of us would be ready to perform that kind of sacrifice? I think none of us. Although we are very proud, yes, I can become renounced yet. But what are we renouncing? Nothing. Anyway, the point is that Ramachandra, he decided to go. So when he decided to go, then his wife, Sita Devi, she said, I will accompany you to the forest. Now Ramachandra was not happy with that, because he said that when we perform the Swayamvar, and you garlanded me and chose me as your husband, I promise your father, Janak Maharaj, that I will not let Sita suffer at all. I will take care of her even better than you took care of her. Of course, Janak Maharaj took wonderful care of Sita, because Sita was life and soul of Janak Maharaj. So, but of course, like any father, at a certain time, they have to send their daughter off in marriage. However painful it is to separate from the daughter, it is customary to do that. So, Ramachandra promised Janak Maharaj that I will not bring anything which will bring pain and misery to your daughter. So Ramachandra was thinking that Sita is adamant to come with me. So he took Sita to Janak Maharaj and he said that there is an unfortunate incident which has happened in my life now. I have to go to the forest, abandoned for 14 years. And to fulfill the promise which my father gave to my mother, I have to honor that. So I have come with a very heavy heart that I have come to give your daughter back to you in your care for the next 14 years. After that, I will come back and take her back to my palace with all glory and funfair and worship and everything. So Janak Maharaj was saying, okay, not a problem. But Sita being Sita, saying, I am having none of this. I married for good or bad. Just like there's the vows in marriage, in happiness, in distress, in health, and in sickness. Till death do us part. So nothing will separate us until death. So Sita said, I am having none of this. So Ramachandra had to also honor the desire of Sita. But he said that the forest is no place for a princess. So anyway, Sita was adamant. So somehow Ramachandra and Sita decided, okay, we'll go together and we will try to make as much comfort as possible so that you won't have any distress living in the forest. And then along comes Lakshman. Says, I cannot leave you, brother. My duty is to serve you. So Lakshman was also adamant. And then Ramachandra, being a perfect person, told Lakshman, how is it possible you can come to the forest? You have not been asked to go to the forest. You have not been asked to relinquish anything. At the same time, you have your dear wife, Urmila. You need to take care of her. How you can abandon her? That will be a disgrace on our dynasty. So Lakshman said, no, I am having none of that. I am like your shadow. Wherever you go, I will follow you. And my duty is to be 24/7 in your service. So Ramachandra had to submit to his brother also. Now you can see that Ramachandra had to sacrifice and submit to so many things against his desire. Now this is a supreme personality of Godhead. Now if he is submitting to so many things against his desire for a betterment to please others. So of course he agreed to bring Sita with him to the forest for the purpose of pleasing Sita. Although he himself was not pleased. Then same again with Lakshman. Just to please Lakshman, he said, okay, just to please you, I will agree for you to accompany me to the forest. But this is against my desire. But like your elder brother, I will take care of you also. But if you read the Ramayana, at least for whatever we have stories now, that Lakshman was serving Ram rather than Ram serving Lakshman. Because it is duty of elder brother to take care of the younger brother, not the other way around. But of course, I think this is Kali Yuga, so things are topsy-turvy. So they decided to go and live in a forest. But the first forest they came was just outside the boundary of Ayodhya. And Ramachandra says, okay, I will not be within the kingdom of Ayodhya, but I'll be on the outskirts of Ayodhya. So he was quite happily designed to stay there, that I'll be near, and yet I will not disobey the instructions of the conditions which are placed upon me. But as soon as they were there, the whole of Ayodhya followed Ramachandra. And when they followed Ramachandra there to the outskirts, they said, well, if you are not going back to Ayodhya, neither are we. And Ramachandra said, well, if all you citizens of Ayodhya stay with me, then who will be in Ayodhya? There won't be a kingdom to rule. And that will be bringing injustice to my brother Bharat. Because rightfully he will be the king. And what is a king without citizens? He can have a kingdom, but if you have no one to rule over, what is the value of being a king? So, said, no. If you want to make me happy, you all go back. And you live under the shelter of Bharat. And then Ramachandra decided, I'll go so far away that you won't be able to find me. So he ended up in Chitrakoot. For a long time he was in Chitrakoot. After that he decided that maybe I should move on a little bit further. So finally when they went towards South India, quite happily living in the forest. And forest was very kind, giving all the necessities for existence for Ramachandra and Sita and Lakshman. Now, when they were in the forest, as is mentioned here in this verse, the Surpanka came, and when she saw the handsome young prince, her heart was full of lust and desire to marry Ramachandra. So she approached Ramachandra, said, kindly accept me as your wife and we will live happily. And Ramachandra said, well, there is a little problem here. I am already married. So I cannot marry another woman. Of course, Prankav is saying, of course you can. Your father had 3 wives. Why can you not have? But say, no. My father is my father, I am me. I made a vow. Ekapatni vrata. I will only have 1 wife. Now, of course, Ramachandra, as I said in the beginning, he came to establish certain principles of a human being and morality. So, it is acceptable to have 1 wife, not 2, not 3, not 4. As in the past it was possible. But Ramachandra is thinking that time is coming where you won't be able to take care of everyone equally. So better you just have 1 wife. So he is setting an example. So she's not happy. Prakash is saying, but my brother Lakshman, he's a young handsome person. He's even more handsome than me. You go and take his hand and marry him. Of course, Lakshman is saying none of this. And he got so angry that he cut the nose and everything off. So we know now, at least from this verse, that she was not happy. She went back to Ravana. And Ravana, of course, was completely disturbed to see his sister disfigured, nose cut off, She's kind of brings ugliness to your face, because nose is supposed to be one of the, you can say, symbol of beauty. That's why there's a saying in the West, powder your nose. So, of course, if you don't have a nose, you still have nostrils, you can still breathe. It's not that you will have any problems. But disfiguration is not acceptable. So Ravana was saying, who did this to you? So he took a vengeance that whoever did this to you, I'm going to kill them. So Ravana, of course, wanted to kill Ram and Lakshman. But prior to that, during Swayamvar, Ravana went to Janak Maharaj's palace also. And he said, anybody who can lift this Shiv Dhanush, then they are a candidate to participate in this Swayamvar. So Ravana, of course, could not lift the bow. So he felt insulted and left. But from that moment onwards, he had an eye that by hook or by crook, I am going to have this woman. So later on, when he made his decision that he will go and fight Ramachandra, kill him, and take his wife Sita. So of course, that time, when Ravana came, Ramachandra was not there. So this is a perfect opportunity for Ravana to take Sita. Now, of course, Sita is also very powerful. She's not an ordinary person. She's Sakshat Lakshmi. So, and she's also very chaste. So she will not submit to any other man. Her submission is only to Lord Ramachandra. So, when Ravana came, he came as in a disguise as a Brahmana. And our Vedic culture is that whenever a Brahmana knocks on your door for alms, then it is duty of the Grihastha to give some alms. Whatever you have within your capacity, you give to the Brahmana. So when Ravana came, he immediately said, I have come to beg alms, oh dear lady, please give. So Sita said, yes, no problem. So she goes inside the hut and brings some things. Now, Ravana is thinking, this is the opportunity now. Take her away from here. So he manhandles her and takes her on his chariot. Of course, it's not an ordinary chariot, it's a flying chariot. So he takes Sita on a flying chariot to his Lanka. Now, while going towards Lanka, she's struggling with because Ravana also was blessed with tremendous strength, superhuman strength. So she struggled, and while she was struggling, she was thinking, okay, I must find some way to show Ramachandra which direction I've gone. So she started taking off one by one her jewelries and throwing from the chariot. And who happens to be sitting downstairs? Hanuman sitting. So things are falling. At that time, Jatayu, also a devotee of the Lord, sees this screaming, hearing the screaming of Sita. So he said, yeah, what's going on here? So immediately, Jatayu went to help Sita. But of course, he was no match for Ravana, who cut his wings, and Jatayu fell on the ground. Now, while Jatayu fell on the ground, did not die immediately. Because Jatayu was thinking, if I die, then I won't be able to give Ramachandra the directions in which Sita was taken. So he kept his breath going. And along comes Ram and Lakshman. They see Jatayu lying in that state. So Jatayu said, yes, I saw Sita being taken in that direction. And then he gave up his life. Now Jatayu is a bird. But Ramachandra, again, as I said, teaching us perfection. He takes the dead body of Jatayu and gives proper cremation. Just like human being. We're honoring with all honor. So again, Ramachandra is teaching that we should be giving honor to everything, all living entities, not be selective. So, showing us by his own example how he gave a full honor to Jatayu. After that, he said, now, Lakshman, let's go head south. Now, Rama could have very easily thought, why waste time? They've gone that direction, let's go and catch up with them. But he did not consider that. He thought first duty is to take care of someone who was there to help him, serve him. So in this way, we can understand that whenever we serve the Supreme Lord takes notice of it. And he's always there to help us in every situation. Although sometimes we feel that we have been neglected. We pray to the Supreme Lord for help, and help doesn't come in the way we want. So we can get disappointed. I'm praying to the Lord, but he is not helping me. Of course he's helping you. Not the way you want. He's helping the way he wants. Because he knows best how to help you. We do not know what we want. Literally speaking, we don't know what we need. Basically, we are so much overwhelmed by our desire for senses that whatever we want, it is just simply to satisfy the senses and nothing beyond. So ultimately, as I said in the beginning, if we are human beings, our business is to make inquiry of the Supreme Lord and try to know the Supreme Lord. And when we get to know the Supreme Lord, then we know by what is our position. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says very clearly, Jivere Swarupa hoy Nitya Krishna Ras. Eternally we are servant of Krishna. But we are forgetful. So Prabhupada also says that because we have forgotten that we are servant of Krishna, we serve everything under the sky except Krishna. Even then, when we become devotees of Krishna, we are still serving our senses. But we are not so much interested in serving Krishna. Although we somehow by obligation, we serve Krishna. But we don't do it out of love for Krishna. So, but nonetheless, this process of bhakti is such that if you follow this principle of bhakti, then eventually love for Krishna will arise in your heart. But it is already there. As Srila Prabhupada says, that love for the Supreme Lord is always there, but it is dormant. It is suspended. So you have to reawaken that. And when you reawaken the love for Krishna, then nothing matters in this world except Krishna. But we find in our own lives that we are not so much intensely thinking about Krishna. Certain time of the day, because we have committed to follow this path of bhakti, so there are certain rules, regulations, and certain periods when we remember Krishna. Especially by Prabhupada's mercy, we have a sadhana program where we wake up in the morning and we come and chant in front of the Lord. Now, who in the right mind would get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and then jump up and down with joy chanting the holy name? This is not expected of the normal world. But I said it's not normal, it's the abnormal world. Because in the normal world, you would be joyous in chanting the holy name. Nonetheless, when we begin to practice this bhakti, then eventually we'll free ourselves from all material contamination. And gradually, we will come to the platform where we will develop intense love for Krishna. And when we develop intense love for Krishna, then nothing matters. Only Krishna. Only to serve Him. But that stage doesn't come artificially. Sometimes we find that there are many who kind of pretend to be lover of God. This is what Prabhupada describes them as sahajiyas. But they don't have that much love for Krishna. So, anyway, Ramachandra was doing his duty, and finally he goes on his trip to south, where he meets Hanuman. And Hanuman, of course, is the eternal devotee of the Lord. But up to that point, Hanuman is nowhere to be seen in Ram Katha. Only that point when Ramachandra is going towards Lanka, he meets up with Hanuman. And then when he meets up with Hanuman, Hanuman is saying, okay, I am now connected with my Lord and Master. So my duty now is to serve him. So he's serving the Lord 24/7. It is described that Hanuman, from the moment Ramachandra opens his eyes in the morning, Hanuman is at his lotus feet with folded hands, ready to serve him. and he's serving him all day. Then at night time, when Ramachandra takes rest, Hanuman is on a high point somewhere with his gada and looking at all around. That my Lord Ram is taking rest. No disturbance should come to him. So he is very vigilant and he's looking around. If any disturbance comes, boof, destroy. No disturbance until morning when the sun rises and Ramachandra's eyes open, then again Hanuman is there. So one would think, if Hanuman is there 24/7, when does he sleep? Well, he doesn't sleep. Why? Because he's so much in intense mood of service that nothing matters. Now, for us, we cannot imitate Hanuman. But when we come to certain stage in our spiritual development, then even sleep doesn't matter. Because the soul never sleeps. It's the body which sleeps. Soul never goes to sleep. If soul goes to sleep, then you are in trouble. That means the soul has left the body. And trouble means that your next destination is unknown. And whenever you go to next destination, next body, don't know if it's going to be any helpful to you in your journey to go back to the spiritual world. So, Hanuman is there, Lakshman is there, and same with Lakshman. He doesn't sleep, and even 1 second his eyes doesn't close. See, for us human beings, we are mere mortals, we have to blink every so often. So every time you blink, you don't see. But because it is such a fast action of blinking your eyes, that you don't feel that your eyes are not seeing. It appears that you are seeing all the time while you are awakened, at least. So, Lakshman was not sleeping. And then on the way down south, Ramachandra is saying, now it's urgency, I have to go and get Sita. Time is ticking. But what happens? Hanuman says, there is problem between our kingdom, between Sugriva and Vali. So Ramachandra says, okay, I have to solve this problem. Because even though he has given up his kingdom, Ayodhya, but he doesn't forget his duty. That he has to solve the problems of everyone. So again, he's spending time with Vali and Sugriva and making arrangements to re-establish Sugriva as the king and banish Vali and kill him. All that is done. Then finally they go to the southern coast of India. Now at that point, he has to cross from India into Lanka. Yes. So there's no bridge there. Now sometimes it's mentioned in the further verses that people see that this is something very unique which Lord Ramachandra did. Building a bridge is nothing. We are building so many bridges now. Across valleys, across rivers. This is not a big deal. But they were thinking that Ramachandra did this unusual feat. For Ramachandra to build a bridge was nothing. But because he wanted to engage so many devotees of his in serving, so then they get the benefit of serving the Lord. Otherwise, Ramachandra could have, make his body bigger than the world. We see in the pastimes of Vamanadeva, young dwarf, and all of a sudden, superhuman expansion, and he takes over the whole universe. So just to cross over from South India to Lanka is not a big deal for Ramachandra. Just one step and he's there. But he wanted to engage. So anyway, all this is done by Ramachandra to engage the devotees of the Lord in the service of the Lord. Now, of course, Ramachandra is not saying that, I am the Supreme Lord. Yes, serve me. Your duty is to serve. Jivere Sarupa hoy Nitya Krishna Das. Eternally you are my servants. So serve. Oh. Serving the Lord means loving the Lord. In the material world, when we say serve, we think in a negative connotation. We think serving means we are servant. Like in the modern world today, if you have some wealth, then you are in position where you can hire servants to do all kind of work for you. Clean your house, clean your car. So many things they do. They're servants. And in the end, where the servants' position, they're treated like outcasts. They cannot be with the master. But in the case of the Supreme Lord and his devotees who are his servants, there's no such thing as separation. The Lord is not happy without his devotees. Devotees, of course, if they are properly situated in their devotion, they are not happy without Kṛṣṇa. They cannot live without Kṛṣṇa or the Supreme Lord. So our business is to develop that kind of connection to the Supreme Lord. And Ramachandra was very much interested in developing love for his devotees, so that the devotees can develop love for him. And that is the loving exchange through service. Because that's the only way we can show our love for Kṛṣṇa or the Supreme Lord is through service. Without service, we cannot connect with the Lord. So service is what is considered the act of love. However, in the mundane world, because we are for many lifetimes, we are caught up in this world, and then in the present life also, our thinking is servant means serving like a servant. It's like a slave basically. But it's not a slave. Because you do out of love for the Supreme Lord. So even in the material world, we see that the mother is serving her children. But she is not a slave to the children. She is serving the children. Why? Because she loves her children. So similarly, service means exchange of love. When we change the mindset from servant slave to actual service through love, then we are progressing in our spiritual journey. So slowly and steadily, this process of bhakti which is given to us by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, again the Supreme Lord himself, because he made some modifications. When Ramachandra was there in Treta Yuga, conditions were different. Then along comes Dwapara Yuga, Kṛṣṇa is there, conditions are different. Now just at the end, when Kali Yuga, just at the end of Dwapara Yuga, Kali Yuga is just about to take birth. Then the Supreme Lord says, things are going to be very bad now. So I have to come and re-establish certain norms to allow these living entities to come out of this suffering. So Mahaprabhu came. And what did he give? Kṛṣṇa is saying, Sarva dharmam parijata mam ekam shraddha. Give up everything. There is no question of even a tinge of attachment for anything. Give up everything, complete. Then mam ekam, full surrender. And full surrender means only serving and surrendering to Kṛṣṇa, nobody else. Then Kṛṣṇa says, after you fulfill all these conditions, aham tam sarva papa, maybe I'll try to free you from this. But Mahaprabhu is saying, no problem. Just chant the holy name. Now, of course, we have many wonderful prayers offering to great personalities like Gaur Krishnadas Babaji, Sakshat Vairagya, or someone who is fully surrendered to the Lord. Many wonderful acharyas in our line. But for me, personally, this is my take on it, that His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Prabhupada, he was a real manifestation of Gaura Shakti. Because when Prabhupada, at the very mature age of 70, he went to America. Now, he did not go to America like most of us want to go to America. He went to America for a purpose, because his own Guru Maharaj told him that you are a young man at that time when the instruction was given. Prabhupada is still a young man. And first meeting with Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, that you are a young man educated in English, take this message of Bhagavad to the English-speaking world. Now Prabhupada said, it is very good, but Prabhupada in his humility is saying, I am a Mr. Nobody. How can I take this message? But of course, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur did not see Prabhupada's external thing. He saw his heart. His heart is perfectly situated in purity. So finally, at the age of 70, Prabhupada said, now I'm coming to the end of my life. I still haven't fulfilled the order of my Guru. I must. Just like here Ramachandra saying, that in order to fulfill the promise of his father, he must sacrifice everything. So Prabhupada was thinking same like Ramachandra. I must fulfill this order. And if I die in this, then I will be dying in the battlefield of bhakti. But nonetheless, I should try, not give up. Because Prabhupada was quite happily situated in Vrindavan Dham. Braj is there. Basic necessities are provided. What one is doing is bhajan. No, he was not satisfied with bhajan. He must fulfill the order of his Guru. Prabhupada went to America. And when he went to America, he saw all these young boys and girls who came out of inquisitiveness. Who is this old man? What is he? What is he brought? So in the 60s, of course, there was that environment. Well, they were frustrated with the social politics and the wars. There must be something better in life than this life we are living now. So Prabhupada just came at the right time and he brought the message of Harinam Sankirtan, Krishna consciousness. Now, when Prabhupada was giving this Krishna consciousness to these young boys and girls, Prabhupada said, oh, you are taking drugs? You are smoking cigarette? You are eating meat? You are having illicit affairs with young women? No, you must give it all up. First give up all this. Then maybe there is a chance you can become devotee of the Lord. No, Prabhupada did none of this. Prabhupada said, don't worry, sit. Chant Hare Krishna. So Prabhupada chanting Hare Krishna with them. And then speaking little philosophy. And then Prabhupada would himself cook nice vegetarian food. And because his food which is cooked by the hands of a pure devotee, and then offered to Krishna with pure love, has got that transcendental taste in it. And when you taste that prasadam, it will immediately awaken the tongues, taste buds, and give up the flavor of eating meats and nasty things. And all you are hankering for is Krishna prasadam. So Prabhupada gave them Krishna prasadam and said, don't worry, just take Krishna prasadam, chant Hare Krishna. And as soon as they started taking Krishna prasadam, chanting Hare Krishna, and hearing from the pure devotee, boom, explosion in the heart happens, and immediately they're awakened to the real position. And they surrender to Prabhupada. No conditions. Just simply chant Hare Krishna, take prasadam. That is the secret. This is a simple form of bhakti which is given to us by none other than the Lord himself, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we are very fortunate in this age that we have such an easy path to develop Krishna consciousness, but even that we are struggling and finding it hard because we haven't actually tested the real nectar. No. Prabhupada never said eat prasadam. Prabhupada said honor prasadam, or he would use another word, respect prasadam. So all of us, it's 9 o'clock, prasadam time is soon. So we go for prasadam, and what do we think? What have they cooked today? Oh, paneer sabji, oh, sweet rice, oh. It's all on a mundane platform. But he said, this Krishna has come here in this wonderful form of prasadam. Let me honor this Krishna and embrace Krishna. And let Krishna dance on my tongue with the different flavors bursting on my tongue. Then you are constantly absorbed in Krishna. And when you are absorbed in Krishna, what happens? You forget the miseries of material world. Now, although in a few hours' time, I'll be sitting in my plane, hopefully, on my way to England, where temperatures are 16 degrees, 20 degrees, which is tolerable. Delhi is going to shoot up 35, 40, 50 degrees. And then you have AC, yes, but no electricity. So you have so much miserable situation. But if you just observe in Kṛṣṇa, there's no misery. Now just think, one point I'll make. When Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami were instructed by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to go to Vrindavan, the same Vrindavan we go to. But we have modern facilities, guest house and restaurants and God knows what they have created of mundane Maya nonsense there. But when Rupa Goswami came, Sanatana Goswami came, it was just paddy fields and forests and nothing there. And of course, in the month of May and June, the summer is still the same was then as now, nothing different. But Rupa Goswami sitting under a tree, chanting japa or writing books, Sanatana Goswami doing the same. Because they are so absorbed in Kṛṣṇa, the heat doesn't matter. For us, as the temperature rises, oh my God, it's uncomfortable, it's hot, oh, it's unbearable. And we are just thinking about the miseries of the body, and we forget Kṛṣṇa. Now, the real secret is that in that miserable condition, if you can remember Kṛṣṇa, you're doing pretty good. So, please try to remember Kṛṣṇa, and especially now leading up to Ram Navami, think about Lord Ramachandra's qualities which he had implemented. There are unlimited qualities. I have limited time to speak, otherwise you can speak for a long time. But the point is that these celebrations of the appearance of the Supreme Lord are generally to enhance our thinking and attachment for the Lord and remembering the Lord, not just having the festivities. Festivities are for other people to be attracted to Kṛṣṇa. But for us is to remember Kṛṣṇa. So when the outside condition of the material world is not so comfortable and it is quite a little bit miserable, then that's the time we focus on Kṛṣṇa. When you focus on Kṛṣṇa, then you will transcend this material bodily platform. It was not easy, but if you don't try, you don't know. So on that point, I humbly request all of you, focus on Lord Ramachandra's mission of becoming a perfect human being. And if you can become perfect human being, that is a stepping stone to becoming a perfect devotee. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Any comments, any questions? Yes, bro. No, you see, first of all, it's not necessarily that Kshatriya cannot refuse anything. If something is positive and beneficial, yes, you do it. If something is negative or it's not going to help you in your progress, then you reject it. So of course, Lakshman showed that this is going to be a hindrance for me. Although at that time when Suparna came, he came in disguise as a very beautiful, heavenly beauty. But Lakshman said, I'm having none of this. My duty is only one. Serving my brother in any condition. I cannot be deviated from this. Because that is why you see, even he told his wife, Urmila, that no, you stay here, because if you come with me, then I'll be distracted from serving Ram. So it's not a question that the Kshatriya can not refuse. He can, if he wants. Negative. Of course, in Mahabharata, the biggest mistake Yudhishthira had was when the cunningness of Sakuni, he enticed him to play the dice here. Now, Yudhishthira Maharaj knew that this is a fix. I'm going to lose it. Still, he went and did it because I think at that time, maybe, this is my personal take on it now, that Kṛṣṇa was thinking, I must steal his intelligence. So therefore he will make the decision. And if he makes the decision, then the battle of Mahabharata will take place. Because he loses everything, then he has to fight for it. So Mahabharata will take place. And then Mahabharata was not just because Krishna saying, well, let me kill a few people, you know. He doesn't need to create a battlefield condition to kill people. He's killing everyone every day anyway. Huh? Is anybody not being killed every day? Thousands of people are being killed every day. And thousands of newborns are coming, and then they will also die. So, but Krishna wanted to use Mahabharata to give the message of Bhagavad Gita. So again, that's Krishna's mission, to speak the message of Bhagavad Gita for us to become freed from this. So, it's not that a Kshatriya can not. It's challenge. This is the pros and cons of the challenge. The negative that there I know. But when Yudhishthira Maharaj told Bhima that he should marry her, then of course that was for better purpose. Because the Kshatriyas were allowed to have more than one wife. And maybe this some Krishna's planning there, that after marrying Hidimba, the son who will become Gotaka will be instrument in the Mahabharata. So there is all puzzles. If you see them as a single piece, it's meaningless. But you see the puzzle all fitting in and then create a whole picture, and you see the complete picture. So in every aspect, these are like puzzles. Now you have to learn to become expert to connect everything. There is connection in everything. And when you connect everything, then you see a larger picture. Now obviously we are not expert in connecting everything. So therefore we have to go the expert. He will connect these things for us. And then when he connects, then we see things very clearly. Okay? So don't be an illusion. You know, it is positive, take it. Just like Rupa Goswami said, that which is favorable for Krishna consciousness, accept. That which is not favorable, reject. See? Now, in Kali Yuga, there is no such thing as Kshatriyas. Follow from Bhava Sudra. Everybody is Sudra. But through good culture, good association, good understanding, you can transcend to the higher levels and become a topmost learned Pandit. Nobody is barred from it. Whether you are born in this caste or that caste, this color, that color, is irrelevant. The soul can transcend through good association and by following the process of bhakti. Okay? Alright, thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Jai Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sri Ramachandra Bhagwan ki jai. Jai Gaur Premanande.